Okay, let's talk some action. Now, this is a marathon, meaning we are here for a long run. Notice we are not sprinting here. We don't work on our goal for 20 hours one day and then take 6 days rest. Doesn't work this way. We take tiny actions daily. Think micro actions. It is ultimately better to complete 7 15-minute tasks during the week than to complete one 2-hour task on Monday and then forget all about it. Why? Because small actions build habits. Even a tiny 15 minutes micro actions build huge success habit of consistent action taking. And what does that mean? It means accomplished goals, finished projects, another lifestyle level, another way of thinking. Not having 100 things on your to-do list that you needed to get done a week ago. No frustration. The habit of consistent action taking means peace of mind, happiness, and a sense of fulfillment. So, no sprints allowed. We go slow and steady. Steady is the key here. Now, I will leave one thing to decide for you, whether to work on weekends or no. It depends a lot on the nature of your goal, of course, but for my business projects, I usually end up completing a couple of tiny tasks on weekends. I prefer to stick to the fun tasks, like finding motivating quotes or reading some psychological experiments. It's a weekend after all. But whether or not you want to work on your goal during weekends, it is up to you. I would recommend doing it in a fun way if you can. This way you don't lose your focus and motivation. You are on track. You're keeping in touch with your big goal. Why tiny tasks are crucial? Tons of reasons, really. First of all, it's an ultimate cure to procrastination. Often procrastination is caused by the huge task ahead of us, like write a 20-page research paper. Yeah, just thinking about it puts me to deep sleep and my energy level goes to zero. But what about the task? Read 3 articles on the research topic, or come up with an attention-grabbing beginning, or just to develop a structure of the research paper. I instantly feel motivated now. I will spend 10, 15, 20 minutes max on the task, and I will get to do the loveliest action of all. Cross off the task from my to-do list and officially mark it as completed. Get used to breaking your big tasks into micro actions. At first it seems like a waste of time, but believe me, it is not. Your productivity level will soar and you will see results twice as fast. I first fell in love with micro tasks when I started studying the Fly Lady housekeeping system. A year ago, my house was a complete mess. 3 little kids. No matter how much time you spent cleaning, in 15 minutes it was back to chaos. So when I learned about the Fly Lady, I immediately got excited and ready to test the system out. It worked beautifully. The house was slowly turning into home, and I was turning into a normal person. However, one principle I failed to understand for several months. The principle was, you can do anything in 15 minutes. My brain immediately replied, well, no, you can't. You can't write a good article in 15 minutes. You can't clean the whole house in 15 minutes. But then the realization came down to me from heavens. It's not that you must complete any task in 15 minutes, because obviously you can't. But if you work on one thing consistently, every single day, even for tiny 15 minutes, sooner or later you will get this task done. And if you happen to be a stay-at-home mom, this principle can change your life, because with kids in the house, you don't have a luxury to work for 2 hours in a row. If you're lucky, you get 10 minutes to check your email, and after you're done, you already have your house completely destroyed. I have 3 little ones with me all the time, and the way I manage to work is to break down my tasks into tiny micro actions. So if I get a 10-minute break, I can get a whole task done and feel insanely productive. It boosts my energy, my motivation, and I don't feel annoyed when someone interrupts me, because usually I can say, just give me 5 minutes and I will be finished. And I will be. It also works if you work on a side project, or if you're working and trying to start your own business. Got a 15 minutes break? You can complete a task. Can you get up 15 minutes earlier? You can complete a task. You can sneak in those tasks in between your daily routine without feeling overwhelmed, burned out, and frustrated. So here's what we're going to do. First of all, we will create a 100-step action plan. We will list 100 micro actions we need to take to accomplish our goal. Note that it doesn't mean that you need a whole thing figured out. This plan won't be set in stone, so don't carve it, but you need a head start. Those 100 micro actions is your starting line. Some items will change, others will get cancelled. You will add new items as you go ahead, but we need a head start, and the first 100 steps will help you be ahead of the game. So, in your 100-day challenge journal, list the first 100 steps you could take to accomplish your goal. Try to keep those tasks as micro actions. Build a website is not a micro action. Call a friend who is a web developer and ask him for a price is. Don't be afraid to get creative here. Don't stick to just one way to accomplishing your goal. Try as many as you can. Figure out what works for you. For every goal, there are thousands of ways to achieve it. For every destination, there are hundreds of roads to get there. If your goal is weight loss, for example, try yoga, try dancing, try biking, try running, swimming. Try as many things as you can and make it as fun as possible. One more thing I want to mention are the time slots when you will work on your goal. Try to schedule 3-5 if you can, so you would have 3 to 5 options to complete several of your steps. Even if your day goes completely crazy, you can definitely fit in at least one task. For me, it's early in the morning, then the kids' nap time, and then the late evening after all the children are asleep. If for some reason I wasn't able to complete my task in the morning, then I know I will have 2 more chances to do it. I don't stress out and beat myself up. I'm still on track. Now, what you see on the screen is a journal for the challenge. On the first page, we have to define our goal and turn it into mantra. Remember that it has to be just one, really exciting, measurable, and a bit out of your comfort zone. Then we have a goal tracker. It's a beautiful visual tool that helps you envision your progress. Every day you color one flower or one leaf. You can actually see that with every day you're closer and closer to the blossoming tree of your success. On the next page, there is a place for your master action plan. Remember, you have to list 100 micro actions that would get you closer to the outcome you're after. And after that, we have a weekly planner for the 13 weeks that lay ahead of us. There you will list about 7-10 tasks that you need to complete every week. I also give you the daily plan template. It goes on one page, so you can print out as many as you need, but feel free to use for this purpose your existing planner or take a new notebook and make it your 100-day challenge journal. Don't forget to write your goal mantra on the top of the list and then list a couple of items you intend to complete this day. Try to do them as early in the morning as you can, while your willpower and energy is still strong. That's it for today. I don't want to keep this video long. I will share a lot of planning motivation and goal-getting tips during the challenge as we go further. But today, let's get started and let's make some stuff happen.